So here in this video, I'll tell you about slicing. What is the slicing? Like when you do a slicing, we can get a sublist of a list. Like in the previous, we have got a main list. We can access particular elements in list using the indexing, as I said. If you want instead of one element, if you want a sublist of element instead of the complete list, if you want a sublist of particular elements, we can use this slicing. So this slicing allows us to get sublist of a main list. So this is the syntax for the slicing. It will have three parameters like start, stop, and step. So this step is not always necessary. So this start refers to the index of the element which is used as the start of our slice. So if you want to slice in between the elements, we have to go the start position and the stop position. So it will stop at a particular position. So it will start from this point and it will stop from this point. So this is how we use start and stop. And there is a step like how many times you have to ignore. Like if you want to get elements in middle of the array and you want to alternate numbers. If you want to get alternate numbers, you can use this step. So let's see one of the example here. So suppose this is an example of list. So we give syntax as start, stop, and step. So first thing we'll give start and stop. We will give only start and stop. So it will start from, we are given list 1 to 4. That means it will result in 20, 30, 40. That means it will start from the first element. That means 0, 1. That is 20. And it will print up to fourth element. It won't print the fourth element. It will print up to fourth element. 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Actually, you count 4. That's true. But that true won't be printed. It will only print up to the fourth element. So it will print only up to 40. This is how we can give only start and stop. So we can also give only stop if we have not given any start. So it will start from the first to the fourth element. So similarly, it has given 10, 20, 30, 40. If you give only the first element and not give the last element, I mean, if you only give start and not give stop, it will print us from reverse order. The last two items it will print. The last two items are 60.85 and 70. And similarly, and finally, if you give all the three parameters, I'll give list as 1, start as 1, stop as 5, and I told step as 2. That means it will start from 1, that is 0, 1, that is 20, and it will print up to 5, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, that is up to true. And I said to step as 2, that means it skips two elements. It prints 20, and then it skips 30 and it prints 40. And after it should print true, and it should print 60.85, but it doesn't print because we have stop as 5. It will only take the 5 elements and do the operations on these 5 elements. So let's see an example in my IDE using the similar thing. I'll go to my IDE here in my IDE. So there's already a list here. There's already a list here. It performs the slicing operations on list here. So I'll say slice start. So I'll only give elements from start. I won't give the start element. I'll only give the end element like 4. So here it should print from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It should print up to 1. That means it should print. First let me print this list. That list is different from the one we'll see because I have modified the list. So I'll print this list and I explain this list of 4 what it prints. So I haven't printed it, I just ran it. So I'll try to print that now. Print slice start. You can see I have given slice as 4. It only prints up to 3, like 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3. So if I give from 2 to 5, if I give start and stop, it will print elements between these two lists. It will print 2, 1, and string. Okay, let me just keep this as like this, and I'll do another variable just to make you understand. Slice start stop equal to list 2 and 5, and I will print this starts, and also print this list just to make sure we are getting the correct thing. So now if I print, we'll see the same result. We've already seen this 2, 1 and string. It will print from, we said we are going to print from 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but 5 will be executed up to in the, when we are doing slicing, this last stop will be not printed. It will print the number before that, but this first element will be printed. That's the thing you have to remember while doing this slicing. So now I'll do one more slice. I'll use the 3 parameters. I'll print from 1 to 7, and I'll use step as 2. So I'll start, stop and step. So let me run this. We can also use this item here to run. So what I've done is I have 1, it starts from 1 and it should print up to 7. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it will print up to this. So complete list. So what I did is print step 2. So it will print 2 and it will ignore 24. It will print 1. It will ignore this string and it will print 2. And it will ignore 67.5, but it should print, but it will only print up to here. If you see the output, it has printed 2 and it has skipped 24 and it gave me 1 again, and it has skipped string and gave me true. So this is how we use this slice. And as I said here, we can also use this negative index. Like here I give -2. So we can do negative. Let me copy one of this. I'll copy this and do 2 to go like -3. I'll call it size negative. It prints us the items from 3. It only printed me, I gave only -3, so I have to give you can see the indexing. I have just given the index. I forgot to give this slice operator. So now I will run again and see. I can run from here itself. So it gave me 2 true, 67.5 and 12, 13, 16. So minus elements, it gives me all the last 3 elements. That's it. It gives me all last 3 elements. So I can also give a negative stop. So I will print from -4 to -2. So let me run this. We'll see string and true it's printed. So it starts from -4. So 0, 1, 2, -4 in the sense last 4 items. And I said -2. That means it will only print this string and true. So that's how we can play with these slicing operations based upon the main list. If you want to get some elements in the list, you can use these slicing operators. This is very handy when we are dealing with list. To get particular elements in a list, we can use this slice operation. There are 3 parameters basically. One is start and one is stop. And if you want to skip any elements, you can also use this step. So that's about slicing, guys. That's it for this video.